Patriots.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, MUNMUN, you introduce yourself.
As you pointed out, sir, my name is MUNMUN GIRI. I was born and brought up in rural Moirvanj. I had completed my 4-year integrated BA B.Ed with economics as an honors subject from MPC Autonomous College, Baripada. Currently, I am working as a TGT SST at Odisha Adarsh Vidyalaya in Jamda block, which is in Moirvanj itself since last 2.2 years. And I have interest in mentoring and guiding students, and in my free time I would like to diary, and this is my first attempt in Odisha Civil Service examination.
Your parents do what?
My father is a teacher and my mother is a homemaker.
Okay. And your parity. That itself gives you the answer.
Yes, sir. Is the purchasing power of an individual or an certain individual?
GDP is pegged to the US dollar.
Yes, sir.
Correct?
Yes, sir.
So what is India's GDP in absolute terms? Annual GDP?
Yes, sir.
Any idea?
Gross domestic product. Sir, it was... Sorry, sir.
It is $3.95 trillion.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Last
Approximately
latest
3
GDP
trillion.
figures
Yes.
is 3.95. But in PPP terms, this is absolute GDP, and in absolute GDP, India is 5th largest economy in the world.
Yes, sir.
Correct? Which are the other four?
Sir,
Who are ahead of India?
US, China, Japan. US, China, Japan, and the fourth one.
Germany.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Fine. So that is in the real terms. In the purchase power parity, our GDP is almost like 15 trillion.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in real terms, in terms of dollars, it's 4 trillion. In terms of PPP, it is 15 trillion. Purchase power parity. So what does it indicate?
Sir, the purchasing power of an individual or certain...
Purchasing power, rupee.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
Not individual. Rupee.
Yes.
See, the GDP is pegged to exchange rate. See, all our activity, our consumption is in rupees.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, whatever the figure comes, total consumption, you convert that, divide by 80, say exchange rate is
Yes,
80.
sir. Yes,
Then
sir.
you convert it into dollars.
Yes, sir.
But actually, say $1, you can say with $1 you can buy आपका डोसा गोटे मसला डोसा केते पड़ुची
70 rupees.
Huh?
60 to 70 rupees.
60 to 70 rupees.
Yes, sir.
That is $1.
Yes, sir.
Okay. In US, with $1 you cannot buy a dosa.
Yes, sir.
You need at least $5 for a dosa. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So $5 means how much?
Sir,
400 rupees.
400.
Okay.
350 to...
So when you talk about layer terms, what you are saying that a person who earns 400 rupees here is equivalent to a person who earns $5.
$5.
But a person who earns 400 rupees can buy a dosa and buy, go for a cinema, buy a pair of say underwear and vest, buy some vegetables and go home. Means he can do so many activities just those $400.
Yes, sir.
Rupees.
Yes, sir.
Okay, uska equivalent $5 mein he can only buy one dosa. So now you understand correlation.
Yes, sir. Yes,
So when you convert and from in terms of purely on currency, then the value is different.
Yes, sir.
That is why they said ki no, a person who is earning $100 in US, that is like 8,000 here. Okay. The quality of life of a person who earns 8,000 is not the same as the quality of life of a person who earns $100. There is a pretty poor chap. Here is okay. because there are so many things he can do. The purchasing power of rupee is not exactly, 80 rupees is not equivalent to $1. So they found, set of measurements whereby they convert it. Why they do it in dollar terms? Because that is widely acknowledged as the valuation. We value goods and services in the world through dollar because that's a reserve currency. For trading, we require dollar. So everything is converted to dollars and expressed. But when you come to PPP, it's a different story. Understood?
Yes, sir.
आप इकोनॉमिक्स पढ़े हो ना तो ये क्लियर होना चाहिए. Economics in the sense कि you have studied economics, they are not going to ask you about theories in economics. May not ask, unlikely. They are going to more dwell on issues, economic issues confronting everyday life. Okay, so and practical issues like they said GDP, PPP in absolute terms, in PPP terms. Okay, in PPP terms, India is third largest economy in the world. 15 trillion dollars. It's third largest. It surpasses Japan and Germany. Okay, so that's about your economics. And you studied what else? Auto is automation. आपने क्या है?
Sir?
Auto क्या लिखा है?
MPC Autonomous College.
अच्छा autonomous college.
Yes, sir.
This is geography, no?
Geography.
Yes, sir.
Geography.
Yes, sir.
Just tell me what role jet stream plays.
Sir?
What role jet stream plays
Sir, jet stream.
in bringing the monsoon to Indian subcontinent?
Sir, jet stream sometimes gives early monsoon in India and bring the southward monsoon.
Can you define what is jet stream is all about?
Yes, sir. It's an area through which the wind surpasses and bring monsoons to the earth's surface. It's approximately 30 degree to 35 degree latitude in northern hemisphere.
Is it area or something else?
Whole world, sir.
Pardon?
Whole world.
What?
Whole world, sir. This belt is situated.
Achha. Then tell what more you can tell?
Sir, it brings monsoon to India and delayed some time also.
Why it is gets delayed?
Sir, due to La Nina, El Nino problems also they are.
What is that actually? What
Sir,
does it signify?
La Nina brings early monsoon and it is good for India. But El Nino, this year also later monsoon, that's why crop cultivations and other purposes are very bad for India.
Bad in what term actually? Because monsoon has delayed actually.
Yes, sir.
Or deficit rainfall?
Sir?
Is it because it is delayed or deficit rainfall?
Deficit rainfall, sir. Deficit along with delayed monsoon. That's why, sir, almost all seasonal rivers not covered by water still growing through the monsoon seasons.
Tell us why Rajasthan, that Gujarat part is arid or doesn't get much rainfall. Why it is so?
Sir, due to leeward side, sir. The Aravalli present and the leeward side.
What exactly Aravalli does?
Sir, Aravalli erode like and don't reach the southwestern monsoon to the western part of Aravalli.
Pardon? What Aravalli does?
Sir, Aravalli act as a barrier.
Is it a barrier or otherwise?
Sorry,
Once
sir.
it becomes a barrier, then you need to get lot of precipitation in that part of the path.
So the wind cannot reach towards the western side of Aravalli.
It's the other way around actually. Aravalli range is just parallel to the movement of
Sorry, sir.
monsoon clouds. So rather instead of creating obstruction, it just passes through. So naturally it is passes through north-easterly directions. Afghanistan, Pakistan, that part actually. So instead of precipitation there, it passes through.
Yes.
Then what about Bay of Bengal parts?
Sir, Bay of Bengal parts, good monsoon takes place. Especially southwestern monsoon touches 5th June.
Does it precipitate in the part of Rajasthan?
Yes, sir. Rajasthan also gains some monsoons, but some part due to desert and cold editorialist for
You are not clear
social.
actually. You are not clear. You are not clear. Actually, by the time it reaches Rajasthan, so lot of
You did economics honors.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes,
Economics
sir.
honors. So, what is the condition of India's growth and all that? Any
Sir, India's growth and economic development is in resilient, and currently 3.2% of the total GDP is the capex, and as you earlier said,
what's the rate of growth?
sir,
rate of growth.
the rate of growth. Sir, sorry, sir.
India is going at a certain pace, no? It is the fastest growing economy in the world.
Yes, sir.
What percent?
Sorry, sir. I'm the exactly the percentage cannot be
Only around 7%.
You must be knowing it, but I know.
7%.
Generally hovering around 7%. One quarter was 6.8, another 7.2. Every quarter they do an
So
assessment.
this time the GDP growth is 6.7%.
6.7, that is saying,
6.7%.
around 7%.
Yes, sir.
So
It was
normally, why? Any guess why it is this growth rate has slowed down?
Sir, first the post-COVID recovery, and the second,
Post-COVID recovery, it should move faster because
sir.
in the COVID time there was a lockdown. So
Yes.
economic activity came to a standstill. So any improvement in activity, there is a steep,
Big jump.
KSF recovery.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So,
Almost all sector are not improving that much. So that's why KSF recovery.
one of the major issues on which they say that it is low is firstly because April to June period.
Inflation happens.
One was that there was an election,
Yes,
general
sir.
election in the country, because of which government spending slowed down. You
Yes,
cannot take decisions because the code of conduct, election code of conduct kicks in the moment elections are announced. So because of which all departments, any new, it's a new financial year from April to June, and government expenditure slowed down, especially in infrastructure sectors, like roads and railways and all that. The second issue was that this time the summers have been very harsh. So summers harsh means firstly economic activity slows down, and then there is a lot of damage in terms of vehicles also. So two of the identified issues why possibly the growth rate should slow down this year vis-a-vis last year. Otherwise also the first quarter normally slows a dip because of this reason, because of the harsh summers, and so agricultural activity slows down. Comes
Sir,
down.
urban consumption also decline, and mainly election process due to the consumptions of all people and subsidy enhances investment also decline, and marginal propensity to consumption of rural area is also very low, and all the economic activities of the government slow down due to code of conduct.
MUNMUN, your theory, what you studied in your classroom is so good. You don't read newspaper.
Yes, sir.
You read newspaper. So you should be then catching up on.
Have you read the news for today itself?
No, sir. Today start 5 morning journey Moirabunj to here.
What is the global average growth rate?
Sir, growth
It's
rate
about 3%.
3%.
Okay. And India is growing around 7%.
6, yes,
Okay.
sir.
If you read newspapers, there will be a lot of information which, based on your theoretical knowledge, you will not seek from other media, like computer में आप type कर रहे हो या कहीं कर रहे हो. In paper पढ़ ले तारो, you will get a variety of information which may not register in your mind first time. But if you keep reading and news is coming time and again, then it will register. Okay, there is some problem surrounding Securities and Exchange Board of India, SEBI. What is the problem?
So the problem is Hindenburg's report on Adani's group, and some claim that there is biasness about Adani's. This is the
Adani.
Yes, sir. Adani's group, and other is some chairperson, I don't recall the name. She is also gaining extra benefits from ICICI Bank also. Yes, sir.
So you got it somewhere around there. But since your subject is economic honors, it will be good if you read that page. You
Yes,
read which newspaper?
सर कलेक्शंस थोड़ा बहुत देख लेती हूँ.
No, sir.
कलेक्शन जो करंट अफेयर मैगजीन्स.
Why don't you read
No,
Economic
no,
Times?
Affairs magazine
Why don't you
is
read
from
Economic Times?
newspaper.
न्यूज़पेपर सर हिंदू.
Hindu is fine, but why don't you read Economic Times? Because that
Yes,
leads to economics basically. It brings a lot of news on economics, investment.
Even if you read Hindu, the economic page
It's quite
every day, you would have been much more clearer about the recent case surrounding SEBI, right?
Yes.
So, how is your district in terms of employment and economy and all that thing?
Sir, in terms of employment, it is 39% people are employed, and sir other. What about?
only 39% employed. Don't
Yes,
mean that
sir.
60% people are roaming free. Just don't have anywhere to do it.
Sir, mostly discouraged unemployment is there. And due to low skills and literacy rate is also 53% among the tribals, it is a problem also.
So what if you join as an administrator there actually? So you will join in service. What exactly you do for these areas actually? Rural areas particularly.
Yes, sir. First, focus on the empowerment them and aware them, and sir, education at the grassroots level also provided to them, and
Lot of schools are there actually. There is no
yes,
dearth
sir,
of
there
schools.
is also dropout rate in that area, particularly
You have to
because
arrest a dropout, but
yes,
telling
sir.
that schools are not there is not true actually.
Yes, sir,
A lot
schools
of
are
schools are
there.
there.
We have to focus on that area. That should be dropout rate should be declined, and sir, skill development programs should be enhanced, and infrastructure and services sector should be more at that place, and cottage industry, especially the Subhadra Yojana recently.
But Subhadra Yojana is
Women power, women
just
empower.
a small pittance actually.
Sir,
Only they are
that's-
giving 10,000 rupees per.
Sir, that much amount of money can be invested in cottage and small scale industries for women, and they feel empowered also.
Will it happen actually on the ground? Are you sure?
Yes, sir,
Just
like
be honest on this. Be
yes,
honest
sir,
on
this
this.
can be
Will it
happen.
happen?
Yes, sir, like food court and garland making to some agarbatti making. This can be happen.
You just have a watch actually, even just for your own sake. Just have a watch on, just go your village. You are hailing from a rural area. Just go to your village. Maybe just keep watch on some ladies who have already received of Subhadra Yojana scheme. Maybe 2 to 3 members of a family will get Subhadra Yojana. So that way, maybe they will be around say 15 to 20,000 will be in the
Your
first
brothers and sisters?
Sir?
Bhai,
Yes.
bhai,
Yes, sir. Sir, my sister studying BPEd, physical education, and my brother is in class 10.
Class 10.
Yes,
So
sir.
you are the eldest
Yes, sir.
and you have joined as a TGT,
Yes, sir.
trained as a teacher. Good. So your fundamental knowledge about your subject is good.
Yes, sir.
Okay. But you need to kind of grow out of it. Grow out of it in the sense that having studied the basics, they have some application in real life.
Yes.
Like as I said, if your subject is economics, there should be a lot that you should be knowing about what is happening in the field of economy, Indian economy, and economy generally in the world, in the neighborhood. Like for example, there was a major issue which happened in Sri Lanka some year back, 2 years back. What was that?
Sir, Sri Lankan economic crisis happened and it rolled on from IMF in the
Why did it happen actually? What's the reason actually?
Sir, political instability and stock market also crisis there, and
Why
No,
that
no,
happened?
no.
Why that happened?
Political instability happened because
Because of economic crisis.
crisis, not the other way around. So you cannot cite political instability as a reason. Here they had a very strong government.
Yes.
Gotabaya Rajapaksa is a very strong man. He is a strong man actually. I am from the army and he was a colonel in the army before. He became, because he was the president's elder brother, he became the de facto defense secretary, and he ran the campaign against LTT. So he is a strong man. There is no political instability.
Yes,
Okay, he was overthrown because of economic crisis. So you
Yes,
should
sir.
know the reasons leading to economic crisis.
What's the wrong economic policy? When it wrong actually?
There's a stock market crisis there.
No, there is no stock market.
Some wrong economic policies, and
Yes,
must be
sir.
knowing it. What are those policies? What are wrong? Should any government resort to such policies on economics?
आप पढ़ना है इसको, ठीक है? Something like they wanted to promote organic farming, so they banned the import of fertilizers. How it reduced their agricultural output, which is one of the main elements of their economy. Then because of COVID, tourism dropped. So tourism is a major source of
Income.
a few things you should know about your neighborhood, because in our neighborhood the crisis or the instability, all that is fundamentally happening from lack of economic activity, lack of development, and mismanagement of the economy.
Yes, sir.
Sri Lanka had a huge debt service going on. They burdened by huge debt from China. Okay, they built some very big vanity projects like Humbertota Airport and the Colombo Humbertota Port and Matiala International Airport, which is Rajapaksa's home district. It is called as Ghost Airport because he made an international airport with no airlines operating there.
Yes, sir.
Like that. So there are
It was only for namesake.
no, actually, he thought it will happen. See, the Chinese were interested in deploying money because they have got surplus, plenty of surplus money, 3 trillion that time. So if they spend it within their economy, there will be inflation. So they have to spend abroad. So they entice these governments कि यहाँ पे project शुरू कर दो. It's a jungle area basically. But he built an airport there, thinking बहुत बड़ा airport, internal airport बनाया. और बाय ऑर्डर 2-3 फ्लाइट शुरू कर दिया, बट देन व्हेन देयर आर नो पैसेंजर्स हु विल रन द फ्लाइट. सो इट्स एयरपोर्ट विदाउट, इट्स अ घोस्ट एयरपोर्ट.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है.
Yes,
सिमिलरली द Humbertota port, इसे you would invest based on your economic strength. So if you borrow too much, to service that money, lot of your savings and everything goes. So you don't have money for development. So these were fundamental issues. External debt was very high. In agriculture, they took a very wrong decision of going whole out for organic farming banned by import of fertilizers. You say agricultural output drops. Agriculture drops a very important component in our subcontinent. We are low income countries.
Yes.
So these are some of the issues, and you make a habit of reading,
Yes, sir.
and don't mind by saying this.
Yes, sir.
You have to, your delivery of your answers has to be better.
Forceful. You have to be little forceful actually.
So it has to, you grow up in a school kind of school children kind of delivery. You understand? Yeah? You just practice. There is no. Be confident.
Yes,
If
sir.
you know the subject, because yours is economics honors, take a little guidance. Okay.
Yes, sir.
It's not a very difficult thing to capture 4 or 5 issues. Like what are the economic issues, major economic issues facing India? What is the structure of our GDP? Breakdown of our GDP. You know what is the breakdown of our GDP?
Sir, in the COVID period also back
नहीं,
then.
अभी हमारा जो आउटपुट है ग्रॉस डोमेस्टिक आउटपुट, उसका प्रिंसिपल कंपोनेंट्स क्या है? देयर आर 3 sectors: agriculture, industry,
Yes,
and
sir. Yes.
services. Correct?
Yes,
What
sir.
is the breakdown of?
Sir, 21% from agriculture, 43% from service sector, and 36% from Sorry sir, 43% from जो industry sector and 36% from service sector.
This is other way around. 36 is industry, 53% is from the services sector. Our dominant sector is services sector,
Service sector.
which writes on things like IT,
Yes sir.
on hotels, tourism, a whole lot of the services sectors are there. So that component is our largest component of our economy, 53%. Okay? 38% is your industry and 18%, less than 20 also, is your agriculture.
Yes.
Okay? These are fundamental things you must know as a, being an economics honor student. This will be expected. You have to update your theory which you read in the classroom to practical knowledge, which is knowing about your state, little country, definitely.
Yes sir.
Okay, little about the global economic growth environment, what is happening, turmoil, ये वो थोड़ा पता होना चाहिए. Things like PPP, GDP should be clear absolutely. Because they're part of the economics only, the pure economics. Okay?
Yes.
Exchange rates and purchase power parity and things like that. ठीक है, delivery improve करो.
Yes sir.
ठीक है जी?
Yes sir.
जो ठीक है, छोटे पिला के बड़े जो राइमिंग टाइप रो ये है ना, कोई वाली, ठीक है, speak forcefully and break sentences,
Yes.
not in continuum, ठीक है. तो तुम्हारे इंटरव्यू के वजह से
10 तारीख से.
10 तारीख today is 6th.
Yes sir.
You just have to practice it, put on mirror.
Yes.
ठीक है. तुम्हारे क्या अच्छे थे mentor क्या अच्छे थे, somebody who can help you.
सेमती तो सर के ना.
Yeah, somebody. You are working in Baripada, but you must be staying here with somebody.
सर ଏବେ ମୁଁ ଘରକୁ ପଳେଇ ଆସିଛି ମାନେ.
You belong to this place.
No sir, ମୟୂରଭଞ୍ଜ sir.
हाँ. So you come from Mayurvanj.
Yes sir.
To practice this mock interview.
Yes sir.
Okay. But there will be some people there, no? Take some help. Okay, just
Yes, sir.
improve your delivery. Your fundamental knowledge is there. So you just have to convey that.
Yes,
Be
sir.
confident. Okay?
Yes sir.
All the best.
Thank you sir.